Welcome back to MBE. We're going to go over Power Adder Chamber 101. Okay, I'm sure this discussion will get some people upset. These discussions seem to. I don't really know why. But what we want to talk about is how we take advantage of a soft chamber in any Power Adder application to make more power. So, in essence, looking at what the Power Adder is to make more power. Okay, so you have a basic. This is our 9-degree head with a soft chamber in it. These are called conical chambers. It's just a conical. It goes in here and softens the chamber up. Okay, we use this in many Power Adders. Okay, what it does is it gets rid of any of the quench right here. Right, so now the piston comes up and has the flat area of the piston. Now it doesn't meet with the flat area of the chamber, so the fuel will burn and not detonate. Okay. Surprisingly, we've been doing this with Comp Eliminator and Pro Stock applications for 12 years, maybe 14, because it works in those also, which I know that will probably surprise a lot of you, but the motor does not like as much quench as we once thought. Those are myths, okay? So then you go to but when you go to this Power Adder chamber and you get rid of the quench, what you get to do is, instead of running, before we would have to run a 14 or 16 degree valve angle to get it not to detonate because the chamber was huge in it. Well, we don't have to do that anymore. We can go to a 9-degree head. We can go to a 10-degree SC1 head. We can go to the MBE 8-degree head. But what we have here, when you go to those flatter valve angles, now you can flow much more air. You can keep the air attached. And you can see now this is flat off, flat off. So when the air comes in, you want the air to stay attached. So the air comes in, hits the valve job, and stays attached to the chamber longer. When you do that, all the mid-lift numbers go up 15, 18%. It's a considerable amount. Okay, so the engine makes more torque and more power without detonating. And then you go to another extreme, you go to a top fuel head, 198 cc chamber. Well, the idea is to take advantage of the Power Adder. In a top fuel motor, the supercharger is not the Power Adder. The nitromethane is the Power Adder. Okay, so now with a large chamber like this, we can put much more fuel in it, much more fuel without detonating. So now we'll move over to the MBE 4.400 billet head. This is an 8-degree valve angle, which you can actually run nitrous in. Okay, we're going to show the chamber, but just like on our Pro Mod stuff with our small chamber, someone's going to see it and they're going to copy it because no one can think on their own. So what we've done here is, this is our anti-dento chamber, anti-detonation chamber. This is an 8-degree valve angle head that you can run nitrous with, very nitrous friendly, and make much more power than you could with a 14 or 16 or 18-degree cylinder head, because that's what was thought in the past what you had to do, because no one looked at the chamber to say, well, maybe we should redesign the chamber. Okay, our thinking is that engine has no idea where that valve is, if that valve is at this angle at 18 degrees or if it's straight up and down at 8 degrees or close to straight up and down. Okay, the engine doesn't know that. It only sees the chamber. That's all it sees as the piston comes up. So this will have 0 detonation in it. Okay, we use this in a lot of our Power Adders. This is the first time we've shown it. We've been selling this for years. So the competitors get something to look at now. But this is another example of being able to take advantage of the 8-degree valve angle, which will make much more power because the flow numbers are much greater if the port height is high enough. And you get to take advantage of it. So now you can run more boost, more nitrous. So supercharged application, ProCharger, roots, screw, whatever you're going to do with it, turbocharged, all this will allow you to run more boost, which will make you more power. So as we were speaking before, in the past, 14, 16, 18-degree valve angle for boosted or nitrous Power Adder applications. This is another example. I just want to go over it once again. SC1, I think it's a 10-degree valve angle. I could be wrong, but it's flat. The MBE 8-degree head. We have SB2s running nitrous now with the correct chamber in it. So all of that is a thing of the past. We would never run an 18-degree small block head on nitrous if we could put something like this billet on and make hundreds more horsepower. Hundreds. So that's what we want to get back to, is just making everything more efficient, refining everything, so when you do spend your money, you're getting what you paid for. Thanks for coming to visit MBE.